Welcome to the Roadshow podcast.
Smilez.
Yo,
How we doing?
man, I'm still the same color as yesterday.
What?
I'm feeling brown instead of feeling blue, bro.
No, fair call.
Don't get the same answer, the same shit, different day.
Yeah, bro.
But I'm sick of doing the same shit every day.
Really? Are you? Are you sick of doing the same shit every day? Because you've been doing some different shit every day at the moment.
I do, but at the same time, like, if it doesn't have weight where it sticks, I feel like I don't do anything.
Yeah.
I mean, like, even when I talk to people, like, they tell me about their day, I was like, I didn't ask, but what are you trying to get out of this conversation? Are you trying to get more knowledge and intellect, or are you just
Pass the time.
passing time, bro? Because you can't pass that time again.
I hate small talk, motherfuckers, bro.
Yo, are you alright? Is it this? Are you genuinely asking?
Yeah.
Or I'm just getting all good letters?
Yeah. That's it, bro. You kind of have to be like that.
Yo,
Some people just want to validate how they're feeling. You know, so like, I hate those not bad motherfuckers. It's
Not
like,
bad?
like, how you going? Not bad. Well, I didn't ask you how you weren't. I asked you how you doing. You know, how are you? No, I didn't ask, what's not going on?
Yo.
You know, like, what the fuck does that mean?
And they try to say like there's answers like yeah, no, you know that feeling that you're feeling, and I'm like this, bro. If you don't say the feeling now, bro, I would never know it.
Yeah.
I was like, you better hurry up and get to the point. Stop detouring like you got roadworks.
Yeah, no shit, man.
far
But
out.
people want to do that. They want to make it seem like their life is so fucking terrible, or like, or just not accepting the shit that's going on in their lives, but
Yeah.
just like making small talk.
But the night,
Hey, buddy, how
I
you
hate the
doing?
pity talk, bro. It's like, man,
Yeah.
like I'm going through so much shit, man.
Yeah, or like the kind of people that you ask, oh, how you doing? And they just unload on you. Have you had those motherfuckers?
Yo,
Dude,
on a half an hour break.
Yeah. On a half an hour break. Yeah.
Bro, we only got 3 smokes to fit in here.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna reply, I'm only gonna have 1.
Yeah, no shit, dude.
That far.
Man, fucking people do that. I think like when people are on a repeat,
Yo.
you know, they feel like the same, like Groundhog Day. Every day's the same shit.
Oh.
And they're like, oh,
Zombies, bro.
Zombies. Yeah.
Zombies.
But I think that you need to almost need a little bit of that.
A little bit of zombie.
Yeah, a little bit of zombie.
Bro, that's when you're sleeping.
Zombies don't sleep. Just going crazy.
We're sleeping, but not sleeping, because that's
Yeah.
why we snore.
True. Just,
We're just a zombie with our eyes closed, bro.
the fucking
We're like,
dude, this girl she had to fucking literally like move to the couch the other night because she's like, bro, you snoring too much, and I'm like, I didn't know. Apparently, pain medication, like they fucking like it. I'm on some heavy shit, right, because of the surgery and shit.
Yeah.
And my tongue like almost like falls down into the back of my throat, and it's like, it's like a bilge pump, bro, like at the back of a fucking boat.
But I think we're the age where like anything we take it in nasty, like dirty as fuck.
Yeah, bro.
It's like my tongue fell in, so you sucked your own dick. Like, sorry, bro. I took tongue damage. You just had the tip. So you paid yourself.
Yeah. Jesus. Yeah. I couldn't sleep the other night, so I sucked my brother off. God damn.
We're the nasty age, bro. We're like dirty 30.
Dirty 30. Are you 31 yet, or are you still 30?
I'm 31 in October.
In October.
Oh, yeah, man. I'm apparently the sign of a Libra.
A Libra? What is a Libra?
It's a balance thing, scales or some shit.
Oh, true. Do you believe in that whole fucking astrology shit? Oh, no.
Bro.
Is it? Yeah, it's astrology, right? Yeah, it's not astronomy.
Or
astronomy is the space.
Horoscopes. I'm like this, bro.
Horoscopes?
Horoscopes.
Yeah.
Telescopes, sniper scope.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing about horoscope is the first like fucking part of the word is horror.
Yo, and then they're like this. I believe it the most.
Yeah. Well, did you hear about the new one that they came out with? There's apparently a third like horoscope, and like just all fucking bitches were like, nah, I reject that. Like that's not real.
They only take the ones that they like hearing about themselves, bro.
Yeah.
They like compliments to the point that the whole conversation is just about them.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
I call makeup because it makes up for the time they're ugly.
Oh.
It's like, finish him. And then she's like, this is why you're not getting girls. Because I tell you the truth.
But bro, like makeup is the same for us. Our beards are makeup, bro. Underneath this,
Right,
bro, I
this
look
is
like
natural,
a 4-year-old
this is
lesbian.
natural, man. No, that's getting rid of it.
Yeah.
You can't make up the time to make it straight away.
Oh, dude. I think there's a specific like length of beard that it starts to look ugly, though.
Yo, it's the one that when it looks like a spider web.
Like the Gandalf.
Like,
Oh, that.
like it look like you're trying to do dreadlocks,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you're just on the budget.
yeah. You ain't bought wax in years. Dude, so 92, baby.
Yo,
Right?
represent.
How was it?
It was all a dream.
Yeah.
I used to
read
read
Word Up
Man,
magazine.
see, straight away,
Yeah.
we knew.
Oh,
Straight
100%.
away, bro.
You start that shit now and nobody knows what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, they're like, it was all a dream. Then when did you wake up? Oh, shut up. It's like,
Bro, right? Every person that I've talked to recently, like rapper related and music related, not a lot of people understand like the dedication that you had to one artist back in the day. Like if you like
Fuck yeah.
Tupac, you like Tupac. You like everyone around Tupac, and you hated Biggie.
oh, that's
You know, but
Yeah.
now it's like music comes out it's like so fucking often
yo.
that you don't even remember like a hard song anymore.
Hard.
You know, you don't like you hear it and you're like, damn, that goes off. Like I heard a J. Cole song the other day, and I think it was Lil Durk and J. Cole. They brought out a song together.
Was that All My Life or something?
All My Life? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hard as fuck. I love that song.
Yo,
Never listened to it again in my life. There's gonna be something else that comes out that's just as fire.
yo, but it's like I think the fire now is just all one fire, bro.
You reckon?
Like no one's making their own fireplace. You know what I'm saying? Where the warmth is different. You know, where they can control the temperature, the heat.
Do you think it's too flooded though?
I think it's just too big. You can't control it. You know how like the Aboriginals try to control the growth of the forests and stuff by burning it down and then letting that part grow.
Yeah.
Music need to do that so it grows equally.
Yeah.
You know, so the land survives.
Yeah.
So the music survives with its depth and passion, bro. Passion is different now, bro. Passion is like, oh, I can say words to a beat. I'm the man.
True.
You know what I mean? It's like you can say alphabet on it and you made a track.
Yeah. Some people have done that, right?
It's like, at least do like the melody when we were raised up, A B C D
E F G.
yeah, then D J. No,
Fuck up the alphabet.
it was like this. I didn't finish school anyway. It's like shucks, man.
Yeah. I got you though. Like there are a lot of fucking people that are just simplifying it to the max.
Bro, they're not sharp, man.
They're
That's
not
the
sharp.
thing, bro.
So you're teaching school, like you're doing like a bit of a school on how to write deeper.
No, personal.
It's-
Like
yeah.
personal training.
Yeah, but like tutoring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's not scheduled. It's more like, I ask them how. I give them homework as in just one because the way I think is different to what they've taught themselves. And,
Yeah.
you know, they try to master what they have. I was like, a painter is what I am as an artist.
Yeah.
In the form of music. So when you step into my gallery, you see different paintings. But then an artist as a musician, he sticks to one genre.
Yeah.
So then his paintings, what will it actually be? Just one painting repetitively.
Yeah. You wouldn't go to a museum to look at like a
Mona Lisa 12 times.
yeah. Right?
Yo.
Yeah. And I think that's what a lot of artists do these days. They have one little success or you know, even not even success. They have like a success in personal recognition on like, yeah, I've brought out a song.
Yo,
right,
yeah.
and then they're like, okay, well, we'll just do it again and again and again, right? But you need that innovation, progression to actually get deeper into the artwork.
Yo.
And I think if you're painting with the same brush over and over again,
It's going to get dull, bro.
it's going to get dull.
All the hair's going to end up on a painting. And then your painting's not even painting.
Yeah, exactly.
Your brush brushed it off.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah.
I don't even want to brush anymore. Leave me on the painting.
You're painting with a whiteout on white paper, yeah.
You end up ripping the canvas. Like, well, what happened to the brush?
Yeah. Well, that's actually probably a good analogy for it, is painting with white paint on white canvas.
Yo.
That's probably where it ends out to.
No shit, bro. Because you're just wrecking your own.
Taking the color out of it.
Yeah, man.
But what you're doing is trying to add
start
another
from scratch.
brush, a bit more color to it.
No, stuff from scratch.
Yeah.
Where you just imagine first instead of making the artwork.
Pull that in nice and close.
Instead of making the
There you
artwork.
go.
Oh, there I go, bro.
Yeah.
I got closer to the tip. Nah, like, you know, you grab a canvas, right? It's empty.
Mm.
You just fall into imagination
Yeah.
and then wonder what you can paint by wondering where your imagination will take you.
Yeah.
And then your hand starts moving. So that's why they say it's a mentality state to make your body do what it needs to do. Starts with the mind, because the mind sends messages and then the body works. So to make a painting, you got to fall into the canvas and then the picture will come by your body making it.
So are you trying to get them to paint the picture in their mind of what they want their artwork to look like first?
Yes, with words first.
Yeah, okay, with words.
Yo, so you know how they make pictures out like words can strangle you in the arm? Like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they didn't actually see it like that. And like even the lyrics they write, they're like, nah, it's just me expressing my story. I'm like, you don't even love yourself or appreciate yourself, that you're trying to find yourself, but you've written about yourself this whole time called an EP.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a essential person that I call it, which is yourself.
True.
And then you read your own lyrics, not to remember and perform, it's more to learn about yourself again. Because you never lost, bro.
Do you think that like people mimic their idols so much that it comes down to like almost not being able to portray their own character because there's like they're over fascinated with you know being just like this person? Or do you think that's a thing?
Yeah, I reckon, bro, because like what they're doing is they're absorbing a character that's downloading in their mind, that's making their mind accept that that is them.
Yeah.
So then they mimic to the point where they think it was natural.
Yeah. True.
I'll say something like,
and you don't want to download the character 100% because then people are like, oh, he's fake.
Yeah,
you're just trying to copy
like
him.
hate the criticism that tells you like, bro, you're just trying to sound like so and so.
Yeah.
And then I'm very like, you can't back it up because you know you did do that.
Right.
But you didn't learn about yourself first before doing that.
True.
To stop yourself from being all of that.
Yeah. Because if you're all of that, it's hard
You're
to be
nothing.
Oh, yeah,
yourself.
it's hard to be all of you. Yeah.
But how can you be 100% yourself?
If you're trying to be everything else.
Yeah, you see the 92 babies finishing each other's sentences.
Yeah, no shit.
Not even relationship wise.
No. We're already finishing each other's dinner.
Sentences. Sandwiches.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, that's a cool little insight, right? Because I think a lot of people do portray themselves in other people's cadences and stuff a little bit too much.
Yo.
Like if you hear a guy that sounds like J. Cole, take J. Cole for instance.
Yeah.
He's trying to sound like J. Cole.
Yo.
But if like, do you know?
But even J. Cole admits himself that he's learned from other artists.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then he's like, now he used to listen to the greatest, now becoming the greatest. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he knew he adapted that knowledge on how to perform and write. But then he adapted himself in it too.
Yeah.
So that people know it's him, not the past.
Yeah.
Because he said it straight, bro. Like he was the one that like he announced it himself instead of someone saying it behind his back or saying it. Oh, you just sound like this. Nah, I know that already. That's why I said it myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
You didn't need to tell me what I already know. That's why I read it.
Yeah. That's interesting. Well, it's kind of fascinating how like some people can grasp other people's cadences and make it their own.
Yo.
You know? And it doesn't just come down to music. It comes down to a lot of things.
It comes down to how much you love music.
Yeah.
And the specific details. Because, bro, if you're not specific in details, then you won't have an intention and it won't give you a heavy enough reason why the outcome will impact more people than you think.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when I released My Pain, bro, I didn't worry about what people would think. I'm trying to get the shit out of my head.
Yeah.
Because it's keeping me awake at night that I can't sleep. I'm like, okay, sleep, you're making more pain, can.
Yeah.
I only said, and then when the video dude did it, I was like, finally, it's all out of my head. Now I can download more.
Yeah, that's what it's like. It's downloading, right?
Yo, update your software, man. And the brain is the softest part to be careful of. That's why it's got a skull around it to protect.
Yeah, true.
But everyone get punches in the face.
Yeah, that's how you turn someone's lights out.
It's like, it's crazy, man, right? Like,
Yeah.
that's the most fragile part.
Do you think that people that don't understand their mind, their brain, their soul, their pain, hey, they're fucking bars. Do you think like people that just put out, and I mean artists, I don't just mean people. I think people that are artists and don't know how to reflect their pain and what they're feeling inside of their music, if they're just putting out that same, like we were talking about, same old mundane shit, they're kind of locking themselves into that trap because they haven't sorted out their inside voice.
They're in a loop, bro.
Yeah, they're in a loop.
And when they're just dizzy. They got dizzy by their own struggle. You know what I mean? Like they got hit. They're focused on all the hits that they had to take in life that made them the person they are now stronger. But if you leaving your past in the past, why you bringing it back up?
Yeah.
Because I worry about writing about my past because that could also be instructions to the present generation on how to do a criminal activity.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, this is what I did in the streets. Blah, blah, blah. Detail.
Yeah.
But we have people in our experience to back us up. But then the next gen, they didn't start with backup. We were born into gang, like, surrounding us.
Yeah.
They were born into having a brother that was in one.
Yeah, true. Right.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. He doesn't have backup, but he's doing exactly what his brother said that he did.
Yeah.
But his brother is saying to him that it's him expressing a story, but he's not careful on the chosen words.
So how do you reflect, like, how would you tell someone who's not being, like, true to their self? Like, what's the process? Because I think this would be very good for my listeners because a lot of my listeners are in the, like, hip-hop scene, in the rap scene, all that stuff.
But man, all I know is this, right? If you feel like the 100% you is never shown, but it's shown to that one person that is the best friend or the best cousin, whatever, the one that you can just be your 100% self with, then are you actually 100% yourself with everyone else? Because you're saying you're just being you. But you know you cut your 100 back to cater to them. So you cut down to 70 because 70 is all they can handle.
Yeah. yeah, because 100 would freak them the fuck
like,
out.
bro, you're too much. I was like, no, you just can't keep up.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm the only one capable to have this ability to do it. But it's like, if we all saw a higher species or like a superior or deity or whatever, we wouldn't be able to look it in the face.
You reckon?
We can't. Because it's superior, bro.
Yeah.
It's a more supreme being. How can a being lower look at it straight in the eyes? It's like trying to look at the sun and saying you can see the sun clearly, but bro, you're blind as fuck looking at it.
True. True. But even people that were fighting Mike Tyson back in the day tried to look him in the eyes.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying?
They're trying to attack his face by looking at him in the eyes.
Yeah.
But then at that,
there was
it was
there.
his eyes already attacked
when
with
he's
the
like
fist.
fucking like this, and he's just like on you.
Yo.
Yeah.
I was like crazy. It's like the Jesus picture, right? Wherever you go, it's staring at you. It's nice.
So do you think like handling yourself as a higher, like you're receiving message from a higher deity, like you said?
No. To me, it's like something comes in my mind. I'm like, what the fuck was that? And then I got to tell someone to see their perspective.
Right.
It's like, because I didn't even know what's right to think about this thought I got.
Right.
So like, for example, let's say a month ago, everyone's fighting for like equality. Yeah, we should be treated equal by the pay margin and all that shit. But man, they didn't realize that equal, the symbol in maths, isn't equal itself.
What do you mean?
A line's on top of another, so someone has to take the lead.
Yeah, true.
To come out with a total.
What the fuck?
Because if you don't have someone taking the lead, you will never find a total. It will just be total idiots.
Yeah. Yeah, true. You do need someone to always like that's the tribal thing, right? But how do you do that yourself though? Like, how do you do that for like? How does that translate into writing lyrics?
I always say, what would I say with my full expression on the feeling that I feel in that moment in real life?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I rhyme to sound smart. I would say reality words.
Yeah.
That fit into a verse that sounds like it rhymes.
Right.
But then you enunciate it as
Posh.
yeah. Say like when you perform it, you can actually not have words written that rhyme, but enunciate it to the point it rhymes.
Yeah.
And curve it like a bullet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that, but people say they word play. I was like, no, words don't play. You play with the words.
Yeah.
Words are still words. You have to play with it to be a word that's played with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like they like making music, but they have to find the depth of writing, which is the creative part.
Yeah.
It's not the music that's the creative part. That's the end result.
Yeah, true. Yeah. I think sometimes simple writing is interesting, like in itself. Like you can but it's not necessarily that it's simple. It's that it's simple and beautiful.
Yo,
you know. But then you can have things that are that are non-simple, that are very like complex, and they can still just be as beautiful. But it's almost like
the understanding will take a delayed time.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're trying to teach someone instantly, like instant noodles, 2 minutes.
Yeah.
This is the steps, boom, 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 simple.
Yeah.
But then here's making spaghetti bolognese. Yeah, it can take a while.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a bit of effort that goes into it. And it takes a while. Like, you can still produce the same result again and again and again until you change one little thing. Yeah, but instant noodles always be instant noodles, right?
No shit, right?
Yeah.
But then after that, the spaghetti bolognese that you took time to make, you can tell and taste the quality of each.
Yeah.
So if you choose your words precise with the intention and detail, bro, you will impact anyone precisely, no matter what they are. That's why I choose words. I try to choose words that are in one's head, generally, so that when I say that line, they say it themselves, that they already know it, so they don't have to learn my lyrics.
Yeah.
So that's why I believe if your words don't outspeak the beat, then you're just a music that makes beats with words mumbling at the back.
Yeah.
You're just the credits at the end.
That's a good point.
Well,
there's a rapper in Perth, shout out Marley Jose. You know Marley?
No.
Bro. Let me chuck on some Marley.
Yeah.
This guy, I would say he's like the J. Cole of Perth. Or J. Cole of Australia even.
Hey.
The dude is wild.
Yeah.
Where is he? There he is.
Let's get it.
And he kind of has that same look. He's got like the Bob Marley look.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
Is it a girl or boy?
It's a dude.
Oh, it's a dude?
Yeah.
Yo. I was like looking at it, I was like, I can't even see the face probably. Everyone wearing bandanas nowadays.
Yeah. Ain't that a fucking fact?
But they wear bandanas covering their whole face. And I'm like, who are you fighting? The bandana? To get out of your way so you can see?
Most of the time, yeah.
I told my mates, I was like, bro, what's the whole, like, having boys at the back?
Everyone's masked up.
And jumping up and then doing their finger signs like all of them got arthritis and trying to loosen their joints.
Yeah, exactly. Did this come up? Hold on.
It's just sad, man, that gang is now like a thing that's cool. But they don't understand gang back then is, bro, if you die, you die.
You're dead, yeah.
Oh.
And the whole gun fingers thing?
Bro, Like,
what the fuck is like?
if they're gonna
I don't get it. Like I don't get it.
You can do Nerf gun.
We
bro?
don't. Yeah, exactly. We don't have guns here.
No
like
shit,
we
bro.
have guns that for the hard cunts and farmers.
Yo.
That's it.
And then you go the adults go. Brah. I'm like, this, bro. What are you doing? You're not the sound of a gun either.
Yeah,
I was like, bro, you need earmuffs for guns.
That's kind of why. And I know this is gonna fucking sound ridiculous, but the people over in like Sydney and stuff, like the 6-7 crew, the drillers, they actually out there fucking drilling. And like, I know that's controversial and you shouldn't say that, but like they're the ones doing the gun fingers, but they're also the ones carrying the knives and stabbing up fuckers. They do it for the 1-4 crew. 1-4 crew does it, and bro, they drill.
Right, I just don't understand how like I'm not gonna say my people, but people that are my culture.
Yeah,
It's crazy how they're enforcing how tough they are through music.
Yeah, no.
And I'm like, brothers and sisters or whatever, or my brown peeps, we didn't have to stand behind each other to show how strong we are together.
Exactly.
That's why we spread around the world. We're not stuck on the island.
Yeah. Right.
So we didn't have to jump all in one country and then be on a video clip to show how tough we are. Dwayne Johnson, then he rocks by himself.
Yeah.
Rocks by himself. I didn't even try that. What the shit? No more talking, bro. Holy schnitzel, man. I was like, The Rock rocks by himself. I was like, and he shows how strong he is.
Yeah.
The money goes like this. It doesn't even say his money. It's just the suit he wears.
Yeah, bro. Hard. All right, so this guy is Smilez.
Yo, let's go.
And bro, you just tell me what you think. But like, this is one of the guys that I think that's like stands out in Perth. I can't remember why I brought him up. Why we were bringing him up. Oh, fucking know. Anyway, shout out Smilez. Anyway,
shout out Miley J. Cole.
Why is it? It's supposed to be connected to this bitch.
Oh,
I might have to cut that part out. We'll shout him out again. Hey.
Yeah, nice. No, man, like, if an artist writes, bro, I always listen to their words. Because their word,
that's the fucking worst noise ever. To be talking over. We'll just wait until it goes.
Like, answer your phone.
There you go, done. All right, now what were you saying?
Nah, like, I always try to listen to their words, man. Because if you listen to someone's words, man, the deeper it is, you can tell how much time they actually took to write it to perfection.
I think that's the problem. Is everybody thinks that it's
one session, one verse. Yeah,
and it's a rush. You know, like everyone's dropping music. If you're paying attention to the scene, it looks like music's being dropped every second of the day.
Yo, bro.
So maybe it seems like you're being lazy. But I know dudes that haven't dropped for a year, and then they drop, and it's like, oh shit, this is what we've been waiting for. But we've had all this fluff since then, and we didn't know what was good, like what was good and what wasn't. And then you drop this banger on us.
Yo,
you know,
like, man, because everyone else was like, bro, why do you write so deep? I was like, because I thought of so many ways where if I could describe or measure an emotion, which it can't be actually measured, yeah? So like when they go, you can't measure love. I was like, but I found a way, not where it will give accurate measurement, but where it can measure the intensity of how someone loves. Is how the person that calls you the most on your phone.
Yeah.
That guy's love is not more than that other person, but you know his love is more deeper than the other people.
It goes deeper into his brain.
So if you wrote love on a rock and that represents your love, and you go to the middle of the ocean and then throw it off, where would your love go deep in the ocean? How deep would it go?
Yeah.
If you could say.
Yeah.
So what would your answer be?
As deep as the ocean is, right?
Yo, where would your rock land?
On the bed of the ocean.
On the bed of the ocean?
Yeah.
On top of another rock?
Yeah.
Yo.
Oh, yeah, most likely, right?
Yo. So like, mine lands all the way to the point it changes back to what it was, which was sand.
Oh, damn.
That holds the ocean up. So that's how deep my love is, that I hold all the pain. That's the ocean of all the tears that cried.
Oh shit!
But I'm also the sand that's
God damn.
everyone's walking all over at the beach.
Damn, bro.
Yo, but I let them see something beautiful at the end while they sit on me and watch the sunset.
Yeah. Bro, I'm sorry to tell you this, but you got fish shitting in your tears.
Yeah, bro, I pissed in my own ocean, bro. I was like, shit, that's why it's called Ocean 13. Now girls are trying to join in. They went backwards to Ocean 8.
Yeah.
They're like this. We cannot. We're not equal to men. We can't go 14. We'll go to 8.
Yeah, we'll go to 8, and we'll make sure there's no penis.
Bro, they were nowhere near 12 as well. We're like, or 11. They just went to 8.
Yeah.
It's like,
reverse it up.
what a haters.
No, 7, 8, 9.
So far, man.
All right, so this is Marley Jose. Shout out Marley Jose. We finally got around to it. Let's do this.
Let's go.
I'm blessings. I keep up, coding for that tension. I stay up, learning all my lessons. Fuck you, dog. I was gonna fall by the wayside, never did my brother up.
Step in the booth and I lift up. Running the game in my flip-flops. I'm making music for hip-hop. They're making music for TikTok. I get them jumping like crisscross. On my hustle harder than Rick Ross. I got my first check, it got me out of debt. And then I spread the rest on the wristwatch. Now my time is ticking, got me on a mission. I'll be on my grind and give me tunnel vision. Haters talking and I gotta listen. Cause the motivation got me never missing. I'm a beast when it comes to the flow. I rock a crowd when it comes to the show. I get the bag and I leave with the dough. Then I'm back in the booth and I'm ready to go. I hold the weight of the world on my shoulders, but still I be living like it ain't a thing. I put my pain in a verse and I paint it with words so you see every word that I sing. I give my heart to this shit like I'm married the game, but I never needed a ring. You want the money, the cars, and the rim, and I hope it is worth for the pain that it brings.
Count my blessings. I keep up, coding for that tension.
Right?
I stay
Yeah, he's got skill.
He's got skill like a
Yeah,
motherfucker. His live thing that he did with Triple J is fucking crazy too.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, he like went on this beat, bro, and this beat just went on and on, like changed so many times, bro, and like he just kept fucking putting in different bars, and you're just like, holy shit.
Yeah.
And I met him at, where the fuck was I? I think it was Steve's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was one of his shows at the library.
At the
I think
library.
it was the after party, maybe for Freddie Gibbs.
Oh man. All I know, like, shout out to the fam.
Yeah.
Like Steez and Saf and them and all that team, man. Love you guys, cuz.
Shout out, boys.
Yeah, man, shout out, boys. To
Yeah,
you,
boys.
Boys to men. But man, like,
Robbie Williams?
no, it's like, are you ready, motherfucker? Like, man, because like, what I believe, bro, is like that people that actually love themselves or show on their music.
Right.
Because if they don't love themselves, bro,
But I think there's a difference between loving yourself
and loving you.
caring
Bro,
about yourself. Because if you can love yourself with an ego and be like, bro, I'm the shit, and then just wrap around jewelry and everything. But if you have a loving care for yourself, like you actually, like, you think about what's going on. You don't just see yourself as like a superficial being that's worth just like gold. You know, like you see yourself as like this fucking child that's grown into a man or a female, like into a woman, and you can actually make something like out of the thoughts that you have. But I think all too often nowadays, it's all about the audience that's captured. You're trying to capture the audience. So fucking like you forget about like your true nature and all that shit.
Like, man, why does artists nowadays gotta try to capture the audience when the government's already captured the people?
Oh, shit.
Like fucking borders and shit, you know what I'm saying? Sections and all that, like racism, but all that crap, man. Why are musicians trying to do it? Yeah. Because music will still be music no matter what genre comes. You know what I'm saying? So like poetry will always be poetry because music's not playing in the background.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But words are used in music.
Yeah.
So like if you connect everything, it does connect.
Do you think that's why a man with a guitar or a woman with a guitar singing live is so compelling? Like, you know when you see a really, really good singer with just a guitar and like there's no electric music or sound or speakers or anything like that, it's so compelling because you're like, that person right there is art. You know, we're watching art happen. There's no like electronical rendition that's making it amplified or it's
no effects and shit.
It's pure art.
Do
you think that's why that's compelling? I've thought about this a lot.
The people that are like that, their vocals are natural, bro. Like they didn't have to edit it. Man, those people don't appreciate themselves that much.
Yeah.
Like they think that's their shine,
Yeah.
which is just put a video of themselves playing the guitar.
Mm.
But at the same time, that's the quality that shouldn't have to prove themselves to the world.
Yeah.
That video there is them accepting themselves,
Yeah.
that they didn't have to go out and show the world. But everyone says the world should hear your music.
Yeah, right.
Well, then tell them come here.
Yeah, exactly.
Why do I have to travel everywhere to show the world when the world can just click here?
I think that's the problem with it though. Is like most of the time we just have too many options to listen to.
No.
So it's easier just to click on Spotify than going to see a concert.
No, hard.
You
But
know?
it's hard to like even go to concerts nowadays, man. That you want to actually travel the world to go on the tour with that,
with
that freaking band. You know what I'm saying?
See, one thing that I've found recently at most concerts that I've been to, and I do go to a fair few of these fucking events,
Yo,
is artists that use their track while they're singing, and you can hear the recorded track, like the Spotify track.
Yo,
I'm like, man, like I want to hear you, bro.
the natural one, man.
Yeah, I don't want to hear like how you sounded after fucking 60 hours of like mixing and mastering. I want to hear you. What are you like right now?
Yeah, yo.
Last night I went to a concert at Linnet's Lounge for the Wesley Black Only For Now, what do they call that? Single release?
Oh, yeah, yo.
Dude's fucking wild. Played with a live band. Crazy, bro. It was really, really intense.
Man.
There was this girl that played second to Timmy Alfilaka. Her name was Grace Sanders.
Grace Sanders. No, I never heard of her.
Neither had I. Neither
What
had
she
I.
sound like?
You want to hear it?
Yeah.
Bro.
Like, bro, I like hearing anybody. Like, with little passion, bro, like, you can change that to anything. Like, people that say, nah, you should just stop. There are some people that shouldn't even give it a try. But at the same time, like, one day you can feel the passion, but he's not actually trying to try.
Yeah.
He's just trying to show you his passion, but it's like offbeat. It's like, that's the person that I reckon can be like perfected to craftsmanship, man. Like you gotta shape him up like this, bro.
Yeah.
You see a block first. I was like, nah, he looks like shit, but we can help him, you know,
Develop.
Yeah, bro. And then they become like Bone Thugs in Harmony.
Oh, damn. Fair. All right, so this one is Grace Sanders.
Yo.
It blew my mind.
Hey.
I had to take a seat. That's how, like, I was just fixated. She was just on stage with her and a producer, maybe a DJ, like,
Yeah.
guy, you know, but I think he was more of a producer because he had, like, this amazing effect control,
Whoa.
which a DJ wouldn't have, and he didn't have decks. So, like...
Dude must have rehearsed a lot, man.
Yeah. You can
That's
see
mad,
it, man.
bro.
You could see it. It's such a different sound to anything I'd ever heard. This girl's stage presence was so crazy. She just started like, it looked like a fucking rain dance, like she was doing on
shit,
stage.
bro.
And it's just her and this guy, and they
Yeah.
fucking killed it.
Bro, anyone that does like the water element and wind
Yeah.
gracefully, bro.
Her name's Grace.
Yeah.
Fully Grace.
I haven't even said shit. I didn't even know this shit, and I'm saying this shit that's known to someone else.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
was
that
like-
talent last night was off its fucking head. And the reason why I wanted to bring her up is because she deserved a fucking shout out on this podcast.
Oh, bro.
I've never seen a female artist with that much energy in Perth.
Oh, yo. So, but like, do you calculate the value of someone with the amount of energy they bring?
No, with the amount of energy they create in the room.
Creating the room.
Yeah. Because a concert is energy.
Yo,
It's a mass hypnosis. That's
Yo.
what it is.
I sit down and rap.
Huh?
I sit down and rap.
Do you sit down and rap?
My first song is always like I sit down and rap.
Is it always like a chill song, or is it going
Nah.
fucking off?
It's the one that makes everyone sober.
Really?
Like they're already drinking and ready to start the show with a let's start the party.
Yeah.
But I know I'm not here to party. I'm here to show you your song I wrote.
Yeah, right.
It's gonna hit.
Yeah.
It's like,
Do you think that's good for the vibe, though?
But that's the thing. I don't see music as a vibe.
What do you see it as?
Like I see people that listen to it as a group vibing.
Right.
You know what I mean? But
Right.
it's not a vibe that I'm expressing.
Yeah.
That's me. So if I'm a person, you're not gonna vibe with me when we're talking person to person. We're understanding each other, and understanding is the vibe.
True.
But understanding is something we can actually do.
Yeah, yeah.
When you just feel a vibe, you can't actually give it a name.
Right. Right.
You're just giving everything a vibe. But
Yeah.
where's the actual detail on what it is you're feeling? Or it just feels like, I'm like floating around. Then you're on a drug now.
True.
You know what I mean? It's like,
True.
oh man, like that's how lazy it's gotten to, bro. Is I gotta feel the energy of the vibe if I want to listen to it or not. But instead of let's listen to it so we can feel the guy or the girl to understand who they are.
Yeah.
And then you will understand the vibe of the song
Yeah.
and give it actual words to back up what the vibe is. So man,
I think that's a great way to look at it if you're the headline.
no, I be headline, bro. I be the back of the line.
You know what I'm saying though?
Nah, yo,
Because like if you control how the audience is if you've got good stage presence. And if you're like if you're a support act, maybe if they're like the whole crowd isn't amped at that point, they're not partying at that point. Depends on the other artists on the lineup too.
no.
But if you're talking it's just straight your show, I think that's cool. That's a really good way to do it. You know?
Like my first show, not even my show. What is it? I got the opportunity by the brother Dallas to Don. So he asked me if I wanted to perform for him, and I was like, yeah, man, bro, I'll be blessed to perform. I didn't even care about pay. To me, that's how much I love music. I'm not in it for the fame or industry money side of things. I didn't care if the crowd is big or small. I would talk to that person even personally.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I want to talk to anybody of whatever numbers in the audience as if I'm speaking to them individually, personally.
Yeah.
While performing my song to all of them.
Well, music at that point is like preaching, right?
You're hard.
Yeah.
Without saying the amen part.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Some
a
people
hallelujah,
do.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like everyone that like heard that the first one I let out, but I didn't premiere the second one. I just let it out. It was called Angel Baby.
Right.
So I was like, and then anyone that hears that, they're like, bro, what the heck? These are bars. I'm like, stop saying bars. I'm tired of that bars stuff. Because people say bars and they've been behind one. People say bars but they don't even eat chocolate. People say bars but can't even put up a standard. So I'm like, saying bars too much is like saying love too much is getting annoying. You're wasting the weight of that word.
Yeah.
I mean, so then you got lazy to even explain your love that you just say it. Love you too. Hey, love you too.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
truth right there. That's a truth. I need a fucking bomb button, like truth bomb.
Beep, 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 beep. But you sound like Bird Town. Pew, 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 pew.
I'll probably put one on the fucking. I'll go like a. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, that's wild. When you use a word too much, it does lose the weight.
Of course, bro.
Yeah.
If you
It's
use
like
the gym a lot, you lose the weight. But you gain the muscle that has the weight impact on you to keep going.
That's the opposite though, right? Like
Yo.
if you use bars, like the word bars too much, it loses the weight, but it doesn't gain any strength.
It can gain strength on how you use it next time.
Yeah, but if you don't use it.
Yo.
Yeah.
But if you don't use it, the strength is the absence.
Yeah.
That is
True.
The strength is the absence is strengthening. So then when it comes out of nowhere for not being used in a while, it's a strong impact. So it's like, bro, I haven't heard from you in ages, bro. I missed you. Oh, we haven't said missed you in ages, bro. It's like,
Yeah.
and then we only ever spoke yesterday. I saw you at work.
Yeah.
But we didn't say to face, I miss you.
Yeah.
But we text after we say goodbye. Bro, it was good seeing you. Why didn't you say it to me when you said goodbye?
Yeah. Ain't that true?
It's crazy that us men can't say that to each other until we left each other.
I do.
Yo, see,
For
but that's your comfort zone, yeah, and like your confidence to just be you. But then them doing that is catering to you.
What do you mean?
It's catering to your personality of you doing it naturally.
Yeah.
So
I think it's we are all too shunned by the mentality of, well, not the mentality, it's more almost the discipline of masculinity, which is like, don't show your feelings, don't do this, don't. The most stoic people that I know are the most emotional people.
I think it depends on like what emotion though, because like, bro, when brothers are around each other, even friends that are brothers, bro, the emotion of happiness, G, is shown to the maximum without. But then it's the vulnerable emotions that we get told to shun.
Yeah.
But then those ones, when they do get shown, it's because self-belief that we should say it. But nah, my brother knows.
Yeah.
And I don't need to say it. You know what I'm saying? But then the girls probably heard that and said, oh, so they should know what I'm thinking without me saying.
Yeah.
I was like, no, because that's just for the brothers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The brothers understand each other without saying words.
Do you think that that's programming?
Programming?
Yeah. Do you think that there's almost like an underlying programming to make sure men don't get too collaborative with each other, like too like trusting of each other? Because I think if we talk about our vulnerable side, if we talk about not just the happy sides of human nature, but like the vulnerability, the sadness, what fucking can cut us down.
No.
When you share that to a brother, well, fucking anybody really, like, doesn't even like just another man. It doesn't need to be one of the homies.
Yo.
When you share that kind of stuff, it leaves you vulnerable to the attack of that person, from that person.
Yeah.
Right? Because they now know your soft sides. Do you think that's programming in a way to keep men from working together? I think it is. Mm-hmm. I think that it's a way to stop men from collaborating together. So because you get one or two people collaborating together, you build a business, then you get a fucking empire.
Yeah.
But if you get 100 men collaborating together, then you get a war. You get an army, because they start to fucking think within the tribe, there's something else going on. Why are we being controlled? Why is there a rhetoric? Why is this? Why is that? And then they start to have real trust with each other. That's why I think people that go into the army and they think so highly of the boys that they went to the army with or went to war with. They can trust them. Like, there was a respect there. When you have like love with the boys, there's a respect there that I don't think you can get from a woman. I just don't think you can get it from a woman. There's a different level of respect.
I don't think there's much respect, to be honest, from women, unless they actually understand the man.
Yeah. And most women are too self-absorbed to understand a man. And I don't mean that in a negative way. They need to be, because it's survival. We're humans.
I think it's just like, I just think they didn't know how to pay attention too long to a man, that's all.
Yeah.
Because they always reverted back to them without knowing that they didn't listen to the man after he spoke.
Yeah.
So like, when I said, man, baby, I shit they. And then I know it, me too. Like, fuck, I did this and that. I didn't even finish my story, but yeah, carry on. I'll listen to you.
Yeah.
And then out of nowhere, you forget to even finish yours.
Yeah.
And you cater to her emotion and try to keep it stable.
Where does that come from?
It comes from the stress, bro.
Yeah, so why are we why do we submit? We're the men. Why are we submitting?
I don't think it's submit. I reckon it's we actually love to hear our lady come to us, to lay her weight on our shoulders, because we know we're that strong to hold it, but she doesn't see it as we're strong to hold it. She just says like, no, I'm right, you have to listen to me. When I talk, you shut up. But I'm like, no, I'm listening because I actually love hearing your voice. Remember the first time we started connecting, calling on the phone, that let's call till we sleep, because I like hearing your voice. But then those compliments stopped when you started being in a relationship.
Yeah.
You didn't say those compliments anymore, because then you think it's childish. But why is it childish to try to get an adult when you're saying it in the first place?
True.
You say all these compliments, but now it's childish to say it when you're in a relationship. But you shouldn't stop being complimentary to say to a girl, man, babe, that ass, still not tired of dumping that shit. Dang. You know what I mean? But it gets to a point where you feel like you're going to be a bit childish being like that. You got to grow from it. Because if you act like that back then until now, sometimes you can look at yourself like, man, I haven't grown at all.
Yeah.
I'm still the same little shit that I was when she first met me.
Yeah.
So if you act grown up, doesn't mean you have to let go of what you grew up with.
Yeah. Does that scare you?
No, man.
Not the not progressing thing, like not growing.
No, it doesn't scare me. It just actually makes me realize that I have to accept what growth I've already made. Because like, if you haven't grown, then that gives you actually time to look back on how far you've grown in detail, to actually know every detail about yourself. Because if you grow and grow, and then you don't know every detail about yourself, but you know every detail about your partner, you just lost yourself by focusing on someone else.
Yeah. One thing that I've realized in like past relationships and just recent past relationships is I figured out that I couldn't trust my own judgment of other people.
Why are you having judgment on other people?
No. Like, you know how like you can trust someone?
Yeah.
You know, just anyone?
Yep.
And then that person fucks you over. It's not only did that person fuck you over that makes you feel bad. You now can't trust your judgment of what you think of other people.
Oh, okay, from that person's pain that he...
So that's one thing that like fucked me up at the start of the year, was like I really had to like think about like, who am I and who am I thinking, like how am I thinking about others, and like who am I trusting? Because if I can just trust anyone, I can be left open to be hurt by anybody.
See, but that part saying that, man, when anyone says, if I trust anyone, and then other people say don't trust anyone, so you don't get hurt. But if you trust everyone will try to hurt you. But then if everyone sees everyone trying to hurt you, what's the point of trying to hurt this guy if everyone's doing it?
Yeah.
So if you don't trust anyone, you're hurting yourself, not being able to release, because you change yourself up to not releasing trust. So then you don't end up trusting anywhere you are.
I just don't think
I'm not saying like do it as in full on trust as if you trust a brother.
Yeah.
It's like you can give parts of trust, like the tracks you can't put your whole self on one.
Yeah.
You know, you put parts of yourself in the whole album.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like that's why if you were making a painter's album, he would have a folder when the CD album just has a back cover.
Yeah.
But I want a folder, bro, not a freaking back cover, and you can just read all my songs on one page. I want you to read the picture and say 1,000 words to yourself without even playing the song.
Yeah.
It's crazy, bro. It's scary. I think the scary part is when you be something that came out of nowhere and you didn't like it after it happened. Like a situation that makes you react like in a negative way, and then it shocks you like, fuck, I've never acted like this ever.
Yeah.
And then now I don't like that. I'm blaming you for making me do this because it is my fault because I control my body.
Yeah.
And I did it. But I don't know. What scared me is that this is how much control I thought I had, but I didn't control it that time. Why did I lose control that time? But I'm blaming you because you prompt me into that.
Yeah, there's the stoic fucking nature and philosophy from like different emperors and all sorts of shit.
Yeah.
There's always like a action to reaction calculation.
Yeah.
Where it's like you can react to only certain amount of things before like you start reacting to everything. And if you take action on everything and you don't react to anything, that also leaves you liable to be attacked.
No, of course.
Because then you're not seeing the play of other people.
Yeah, even no action is an action.
Yeah.
I mean, like doing nothing is still doing something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like it's putting effort in anything you do will give you satisfaction on any action you made.
Yeah.
Like if it has passion behind the action, then you will love acting like this.
Yeah.
If you have passion behind the effort you put in, a passion you have, then that means more passion, and then you're gonna put more effort.
Yeah.
That's why some people, when their favorite song, they know specifically, this is my favorite song I made because I put so much work into it. That's why it has this much value. That's why it's my favorite, because their passion for that track was the heaviest they had.
Have you got any tracks like that coming out soon?
Do you want to hear one?
Yes. Fuck yeah. Let's go.
Oh man, so like everyone thinks my pain is like what's deep. They're like, this is deep, man. But then there's 3 levels of pain. There's surface pain, and then there's laying down pain, and then there's 6 feet underground pain. Obviously, like the third one I just finished writing last week.
Yeah.
It's called Who Am I?
Oh.
Like anyone that hears this question, who are you? But you can't use any facts in your background of the skills that you have, the finance that you got, and the material that you own.
Yeah.
So who are you without using those?
True.
You're just gonna give me your name? No.
No thanks.
Even your parent gave you that name. That's not even yours, motherfucker.
You don't even know what your name is.
That shit, that's not you because someone else gave you that name.
Yeah. It's a programming.
That shit is like, I am no one.
Isn't that the truth? You strip everything back. That's what most people are these days.
But how though, but to know how to do something to make it like a car, right? You have to go all the way back to the scrapbooks. Or you can't just make a car by watching a YouTube video. Fuck, you gotta watch that YouTube video for the whole month or something.
Yeah, and if you do watch a YouTube video, you're just learning it from someone else and it's not authentically yours.
No shit, bro. So like, everyone that says, bro, I'm unique, I'm original, blah, blah. Bro, no, man. You came out of 2 people, but one being. You ain't even yourself originally.
That's a good point.
I was
We
like-
have like DNA and then we have RNA, and RNA is like your environmental, your hair color, all that shit.
Oh, bro, it's like when you become too self-absorbed, man, you end up forgetting the depth of appreciation because now you're being cocky. See that your appreciation changed to being big-headed.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I'm this. Now you're a bad bitch. I was like, bro, don't be a girl. Well, like when guys, I go, bro, how old are you? And they say have a kiss. I always tell them, bro, when did you become a girl? Because only girls play those mind games where I have to guess shit. It's like, you can make me guess your age. And I'm like, oh, let's go get something to eat. What do you want to eat? Bro, I'm not playing this game. I'm not going in a relationship with you, motherfucker.
Yeah. Tell me.
Yo, but
Alright.
but this track's going on. Hear her cry.
You gonna connect up to this?
Yeah, man. Oh, yeah, bro. You were mega boom. So, like, man, like, even this track here, I had to hide the experience with the people I was with.
Really?
So, even the track is a lie based on a true story.
Okay. Interesting.
Oh. It was like, I'm speaking for women in the language of men to understand a woman's perspective.
Okay.
Yo. Because we never understand women when they're screaming and shit. We're just like, shut the front door, please.
Oh yeah.
I was like, man, your mouth could be used for something else. I could show you, but I'm not gay.
I don't have a dummy to work on.
Yo, and I'm done with you screaming in my ears, man.
Yeah.
No. Hey, everything's...
I like this conversation because there's a lot of... I like how you describe things because you jump from ideas so much. You go idea to idea to idea. And I think that's important to be able to do that in your mind. I just wanted to say that.
Oh, bliss, man.
Because like a lot of people just like, they try and stress one subject so much on a podcast, and
that's why there's one vein in their head that pops up.
yeah, you just fucking just get it
bro,
done.
if it pops, bro, you're gonna be a sprinkler soon, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, yeah, I can slap you.
Yeah. But no, I think that's one of the coolest things about the way that you talk. I think it's probably reflective of you, because I've heard some of your earlier music too. It's reflective of your music because you jump from idea to idea to idea.
Oh
It's
man,
cool as shit.
like people's like, bro, how do you think like this? Like, man, that's like trying to tell my brain, how are you, bro?
Yeah,
I was like, my brain's like this.
What compartment do you want it from?
It's like, what part of the vertebrae we're gonna work today? It's like, bro, you didn't even know.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going McDonald's though.
Yeah, true. Fucking McDonald's.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Fucking McDonald's.
I was like, bro, if nothing would matter, but like how everyone says, everything's made out of matter and all that shit. But nothing matters if no attention is given to it by anything that matters.
That's a quantum theory. Did you know that? What you just said is a quantum theory.
I have no idea of quantum theory. All I think of that is Avengers.
Quantum mania.
It's like Ant-Man. It's like, that's when I hear quantum realm.
Yeah.
But then, like, what I just said is like, because everyone's like, bro, you know, scientists can't even prove how matter's made. I'm like, why does it matter?
Yeah,
It's like,
exactly. Well, that's
everything only matters is when someone puts attention to it.
I think they call it the theory of observation, quantum observation. Hold on. Quantum theory of observation consists of studying the processes of observation within the tools of quantum physics, both the observed systems and the observer system. The measuring apparatus are considered as quantum systems. So basically what it is like if you look at something, it's the fact that it's being observed changes its state. So you know how you say like it doesn't matter until it like somebody looks at it?
Yo.
That's a thing.
Boy, I was a scientist then.
Yeah, you were literally a scientist.
What a scholar guy.
Yeah.
I'm smart, man. Shit. I love you, Mom. I made it.
Yeah.
I just didn't get a certificate. I got a fine instead. No.
I think that there is a lot to be said for like just random systems that we have in everyday like not culture, everyday life, where quantum physics is actually a part of.
Yo.
Like you don't think about it until you think about it, and that in itself is quantum observation.
Yeah, but it's crazy. Like my mind only went to quantum until you said it, bro. Because it's like I didn't even think how does quantum work.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like all I know
quantum
is
is like beyond.
beyond the box.
Well, it's a calculation that's beyond atoms.
Oh, for real?
And it goes below subatomical particles. So it's a calculation that brings everything together. So there's only like a couple of companies in the world right now that are developing quantum computers. Google's one of them. There's a couple of Chinese companies as well.
Yeah.
And once they figure it out, you know those crypto keys?
Yeah.
And how they're like fucking 127 fucking numbers and letters all like random. It can figure out how to unlock every single one of them in the world. Instantaneously.
Bro, that's just like no privacy.
No privacy. No,
That's like, who cares about anyone?
It's the ultimate AI.
Yo,
And they'll be able to 3D print people.
that's invasion that's gone lazy.
Well, hopefully we can get
Because
some
they don't
like...
invade with people anymore. They just invade with like AIs.
all I want to do is 3D print Abraham Lincoln to be like, did you really? and then that's about it.
Like, man, if words like, how would you... I told myself this, bro, like, you know, people go, man, I feel lonely and like, I want to be loved how I love people. But then after that, mostly for men is, they don't want to show their side to ask for it because they'll look like they're desperate for love. But then I'm like, this, it's sad because you push people to progress. But then after that, you wonder if they would ever look back to reach back for your hand that pushed them forward.
Yeah.
And then you feel lonely because you're still reaching out, but not reaching back.
I got the saddest fucking phone call this week. Just go on.
Shit. Let's hear it, bro.
Saddest phone call. So I used to work with this guy. When I was working in logistics. His name was Chris, and he when I was ever going through some sad shit, I'd always go talk to Chris because he was just like like a good cunt who just fucking give me a big hug and I just knew him at work, and I knew him for maybe like 3 years. Great guy. Had 3 kids, just an awesome dude. And I got a phone call on Wednesday saying that dude jumped in front of a train.
Dang.
And I was like, no, not. Are we talking about the same Chris? They're like, yeah, Chris. And I was like, bro.
That shit there, man. It's the ones that they gave out all their love.
Yeah, that's it.
They're too much pain to even ask for love back.
Bro, when I got that phone call, you just don't think it was like it's gonna be real. You know, like you're just hoping that it's just a fucking joke. Because he had 3 teenagers. Yeah, dude was only like 45. Just got a promotion, got everything going for him. Like, but you don't know what's behind someone's eyes. You do not know what's behind somebody's eyes. And he was a fucking legend of a human. But if you've got demons,
no, because like I've told people, man, like I've seen people die and shit. But at the same time, like a lot of people have probably done this just like me, try to attempt to kill themselves and shit. But like my reasons were never because of other people. My reasons was always because I can't go to other people because I don't want to make myself feel weak.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to look at myself as low as I really look at myself back then, right? So it's not that I look at myself higher, it's that I've actually loved myself for who that person is. And that
you don't want to spoil there.
Yo, they can walk with me now and just be who you are. And now I'm going to be a different part. So if religious people, right, they say, God made you before you, or he knew you before you even were born, right? And like you were made in his image. So if he was Father, Son, Holy Spirit, then why can't we be free people by having mind, body and soul?
Yeah.
So if that's the image of God, then that's the image we are. But then people say people with split personalities or too many personalities, something's wrong with them.
Yeah.
But you got a mind, body and soul. You have to balance and work together, but not balance to be each other equally. They all 3 of them work differently, but work as one.
That whole bipolar, and I'm not a doctor, and I probably shouldn't speak on this, but I know a lot of people that have that affliction, the multiple personality disorder and all that.
Blaming trauma, bro.
I don't think it's blaming trauma. You know what I really think it is?
What's up?
I think it's they don't understand the voice that's in their head that's telling them, like, you know, the ego. You know, sometimes like you've got that inner voice that's like, do it, just do it, pussy. You know.
Oh, yo, that's like the freaking influencer, but either way.
Yeah,
right.
It's the whole fucking angel and demon on your shoulder.
Yeah.
But I think people like don't hear that. Like, this is gonna sound crazy,
Bro,
and I haven't talked about this on the podcast.
Yo.
But the first time I was ever bullied in school, when I was like, I think I was 6 years old, and it's obviously 6-year-old bullying is nothing, but I grew up without a father up until the age of 8.
No, at any age that anyone grows, matters.
Yeah, and somebody said something to me, and I just had, like, I got home from school this one day, and I cried to my mum, and I went into my room and fell asleep. And I don't know if I fell asleep because I remember staring at the ceiling. And this is like, maybe I remember this memory, you know, and it could be different. But I literally started crying because I heard the voice inside my head, and it sounded like a devil, like, you are not good enough. Like that in my head. And I thought it wasn't me, and it freaked me the fuck out, and I just started bawling my eyes out.
Shit.
I heard that again and again and again, all the way up through teenagehood, that voice in my fucking head. And it was only until I think maybe I was fucking 21, 22, that I stopped hearing it. And I started to think it was me. I was like, oh no, this is just me. This is a part of me that I can control. I don't need to hear this anymore. So I started reflecting on it and started implementing it in a new way, started talking to myself in new ways. And that's kind of when I like went through the whole experience of like trying to better myself and look at myself like in a kind of lighter sense. You know, not taking the weight so heavy.
The mind state that you have to change.
Yeah. Because I always used to tell myself that I wasn't good enough because my dad never stuck around, so I must not be good enough because well, he would have stuck around if I was good enough, right? And then I met my stepdad, and I realized like this guy, I'm not even out from this motherfucker's ball sack, and he's stuck around, and he's like fucking giving us everything. And
right, that's the key word, stepdad. He stepped in, stepped up.
He stepped up. Yeah.
Stepped in and stepped up, bro.
Didn't need to. I mean, my mum probably throwing fire pussy, but you know, he stepped up.
Mom was like, she's promoting, bro. She's not promoting, bro. Like,
Yeah, but he did do that. He stepped up. And I think most of the time, the people that are going through this shit is the people that had never gone through that process of self-healing, self-care, and self-love. So that voice runs their life, and they just want it to shut up. They just want it to turn off. But if they listen to it and they say, why is it happening? Well, how can I change it? Why and how are two very powerful words.
Oh, frick yeah, bro.
It'll change the world.
But it's the reply also, bro. Like, if you reply to your own voice in your head, you're actually speaking to yourself by being one with yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, me, I talk to all my emotions, sad, happy, joy, anger, and I accept it more, and I tell them we can sit all together in my head, but I'm the one that decides which one will show himself.
Yeah.
So, but I love you guys all. You know what I mean? So then they love me back by listening while they speak, and I listen to them while they speak.
Yeah.
If you're going to get mad, speak now.
Yeah.
And then anger speaks, but action don't follow.
Yeah. That's a stoic thing,
Well,
is to feel the emotion and not let it trigger an
that's
action.
actually understanding it, bro, because the voice is trying to possess your body and act out with your body. But then if you tell the voice, this is mine, I control the body, but you can speak to me with your voice.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
it's like that's how I've become one with myself, bro. Instead of trying to balance the good and bad, I took the scale out of me trying to do that balance shit and put it in a balance of understanding the good and bad.
Yeah.
And I choose which one I want to take off the scale.
That's good. That's good. Because you can always balance a bad emotion with a good emotion.
No, you can't, bro, because bad will always be a bad cunt and try to corrupt good.
Not what I mean. I mean, you'll always have the counter emotion of being able to do something proactive with the opposite of emotion.
Yeah. So if you have the freaking scale of understanding, bro, where if you act in a bad way, you will get a bad result. If you act in a good way, you get a good result. Which one you going to choose? Because you can see it right in front of you.
Yeah. That's why you're a Libra, right?
I was like, I'm a Libra. I was like, I'm going to leave the bad by itself, and then I'm going to grab the good, bro.
I'm going to leave, bro.
Yeah, I'm going to leave bad and then grab good.
Yeah, hard.
Lying down in pain is level 2, where you're watching out everyone else that you love go through pain, but you can't help any of them because they have to do it themselves and help themselves out.
Yeah.
Because you can only give them advice that if they want to take it or not.
True.
And then after that, the death pain is the ones you watch die, and you know you can't help them, but you wish you did. So that's the depths of love, man. Deep, deeper.
Yeah.
It's like, I only write deep shit.
Yeah, I can tell.
It would just make me like, everyone. That was the first song I performed, right? Everyone's sober.
Yeah. Like, oh shit, what did we rock up to?
Yo, like, this meant to be a hip hop, blah blah. It's like this is hip hop on the freaking words to understand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's crazy, bro. Because I don't, what do you call it? Compare myself to anyone, but not say that I'm one of a kind. I just speak my heart.
Just gotta do it.
I mean, like, and like, my heart's mine. So if I release songs, I'm releasing my heart that you can't unexpose.
Yeah.
That's the vulnerability that I'm scared of, that I can't get my heart back after it's been exposed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm not scared of anything else. Just scared if I give my heart out, not what people would do to it. It's how do I get it back if I'm giving it out to everyone.
Yeah.
It's like, who do I go to first to get what piece back first? It's like, that's what scares me. It's because I'll never hear the sound of the heartbeat when it first started pumping.
Yeah.
When it was one piece.
Damn. Should we leave it at that?
Yeah, bro. Leave it at that, bro.
That was gangster, brother. Thanks for coming in, man.
Yo.
That was a really good conversation. That was deep as fuck. Damn, I wasn't expecting that.
Yo.
Holy shit. Let's fucking wrap this shit up.
Yeah,
Ladies
bro.
and gentlemen, this has been The Roadshow.
Let's
Thank
go.
you for tuning in. Once again, have a fucking fantastic weekend, whenever the fuck you listen to this. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.